Hey y'all, we're in a new part of my apartment. I don't know if I like this setup, but I said I was gonna be a cozy girl, and we're gonna try to be a cozy girl. So I hope everyone can hear me. Hi. I don't know why I just started talking to y'all like that. I'm so sorry. I am Brooklyn Book Bell, and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, it is a cozy fall, almost winter evening here in my cute little Brooklyn apartment. And I just wanted to come and share two cozy romances that I read recently. I think I get really wrapped up into my Kindle Unlimited, books and favorite authors that I read over there. That I forget all these books that I have on my walls. Don't judge me. I know, I know. So, in hopes of reading more of my physical books as well as really leaning into my cozy girl aesthetic. I wanted to share two books that really got me into my cozy spirit this season. Yeah, and they're both by the same author. They're a part of this cute little romance retelling. Not retelling. It's not a retelling. These are grown people fairy tales. And I'm okay with that. I like that. I am really in my fairy tale retelling or just black girl fairy tale era, and that's just where we're at. And I'm going to sit in it for a little bit and hopefully y'all will join me where I'm at. Okay. I also told y'all it was either going to be tea or champagne. Tonight, y'all are getting tea. So let's do what we came to do. It's going to be a short and cute video. And yeah, I'll let y'all go. Okay. So Celestine Martin, you're doing something. You're doing something. And I'm going to talk about both of the books, even though I favored one of the books a little bit more than the other one, which is fine, right? We're all allowed, like I said, to be and like whatever it is that we like. But we're just gonna get into it. Okay, so the first book in this series is Witchful Thinking by Celestine Martin. And I'm gonna read you the back and then I'll give you a couple of my thoughts. Y'all know I don't give away too much, but here we go. Lucinda Caraway loves living in Freya Grove. Okay, the mystic seaside town where charms, hexes, and magical beings of all kinds are the norm. She spends her days teaching high school history and her nights reading tea leaves and tending to her conjure garden. It's a good life, but she can't stop wishing for more until one night that turns into a spell, and suddenly Lucy can't say no. Not to a public karaoke performance, not to running a 10K marathon, and most alarmingly, not to her high school crush, Alexander Dyer, yeah, who needs her help unjinxing his new house, which just so happens to be right across the street from hers and is her dream house. They leave that part out. Alex has spent the last 10 years traveling the world on adventures Lucy has only dreamed of, and he's planning to leave again as soon as his house is safe to sell. But until Lucy can unhex herself, she and Alex are stuck together, and with so much magic in the air, maybe the next spell Lucy casts will be the one that convinces him to stay. Okay, y'all, so listen. I grew up watching Halloween Town, and the thing that I can say about this book is that it's a mix of Halloween Town, practical magic, and Halloween Town, practical magic. And we'll just go with those two. Yeah, because there's this whimsically fairy tale aspect that's very Halloween Town. How the mystic people and the fantasy characters, they are all literally just living a regular life. Lucy is clearly a witch and Alex is a merman. Okay. And so the magic fairy tale aspect of who they are is very secondary. It's literally just this is who these people are. And so that's why I say Halloween Town. But then of course you have a spell that's cast and she's stuck with him, he's stuck with her. He's ready to get back on the road because mermen don't stay anywhere. They're more like vagabonds. And she is just I just want this house and this man, but he's a merman and I know he's gonna try to leave me. Now I will say this. Celestine got a lot of words. She has lots of things to say, okay? And a lot of the words paint the picture for the book, not necessarily move the book along. And so at times I found this one to be a little slow for me. I am not a fan of slow burn romances. So this one was really hard for me to stay engaged with. especially for 300 pages. It was difficult. Yeah, 329 pages. It was a little difficult, okay? But the supporting cast, so all of their friends in the town, Lucy's cousins, her aunts, like they are a fun bunch. So I was able to stay engaged, but but I still gave it 4 stars because I felt like this was setting me up for a world that I really, really, really enjoy. So that brings me to book number 2, Kiss and Spell. Okay. Now, again, I don't want to leave anything out, but the character that this book follows was not my favorite in Witchful Thinking. I actually hated her. Didn't like her. Didn't want to be friends with her. If I saw her, I would walk the other way. Okay. But here we open the story with her story. And Ursula Caraway, who is Lucinda's cousin, was this close to her fairy tale ending in Witchful Thinking. But in a twist of fate, this witch finds herself heartbroken, her magic all but gone, and telling fortunes in the local psychic shop to make a living. Never again will she wish for anything, no glass slippers, no pumpkins, and absolutely no Prince Charming. His Royal Highness, uh, Hein- His Royal Highness Prince Xavier Adler is a horrible fey prince. He'd rather tend to his gardens than smooge at a ball, and he's never believed in fairy tale endings, so it's just his luck that he's been cursed by the fairy queen with a spell that can only be broken by a perfect kiss. With a little help from a fairy godmother, Xavier and Ursula have a meet cute mix up, and a bubbling friendship is born. Soon, Ursula suspects that she could be the one to break Xavier's spell and restore her reputation. But can she risk believing in true love again, even if it's the only thing that could save them both? Y'all, when the scene that they meet, y'all know I'm not gonna tell y'all too much, but the scene that they meet, he is literally like Andre 3000, okay, with his little musical instrument and his beautiful blackness, walking through the woods and stumbling on a witch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the best. Like, what? Huh? It's just beautiful black men strolling through the forest, playing instruments and talking to plants. Where they at? Where are they? Because I want me one. Okay. So clearly this was the book that I liked more in the series, even to the point where I like highlighted little quotes because I was so like, again, I was so bewitched by the whole book. You can't hurry love, you can only create the conditions for love to flourish. And I'm like, that's right, because you can't. So y'all, she was such a difficult character in the first book. In this book, she makes a boss witch list to kind of undo all the things that she did in the first book. And she doesn't want to deviate away from her list and or go back and see her family until she's finished the list. So she doesn't want to deviate from it. And yeah, she came full circle. Okay. Now her and Xavier had like a friendship where she was like, I will set you up on dates. I will do all the things to help you find love. Like all the while they're falling for each other. Okay. His family is like, you need to break this curse and bring your little happy self back to the Fae world. And he's like, no, I actually kind of like it here. Me and Sula, we out here doing our thing. Y'all, these two had me in a tizzy for 3 days. Also, this is another one, 300 pages. It's a lot of writing, but I do feel like the pacing of this one, it wasn't so much that it took us a long time to get to the love, but their accidental kind of I like you, but I missed it. You missed it. You didn't catch what I was putting down. That kept me intrigued all the whole book. Like I was so like, oh, this is so cute. Like literally, it's one of those romances that you're just like, oh, this is so cute. Oh my goodness. Like the whole time. The whole time. And y'all know I don't get on here and be messy, but it was written beautifully. The love was so beautiful. And then again, you have this amazing backdrop of this Halloween town-esque town, Freya's Grove. Like they're having like their high school reunions and like they're having like in the second one they're having Smitten, which is like this romance kind of like what is it? It's kind of like not a convention, but like an event that all the town kind of take partakes in. So like the bakeries have specific little eats and treats, and there are different activities. Like there's speed dating. There's they go on all of these adventures during this festival. It's a festival, the Smitten Festival, and I want to move to Freya Grove, even though y'all know I love anything with the name Freya in it. But this was so good. And I feel like, we don't talk about books that help us escape um, in a way that like just brings us joy, right? Like the world is shitty, the world sucks. And yes, I want some escapism in my fantasy, but I wanted to do it in a way that like just brings me joy. It doesn't necessarily like cut me off from the reality of the thing. And so I think Celestine really does a good job at doing that. Like I felt like I escaped, but it was still black as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I appreciated that. But it also didn't have any politics in it. It didn't have like wars, fighting, or anything. It literally was an escape for literally just joyful purposes. And that's what I loved about it. It was an escape to joy. And I would urge all of you to go and pick up both of these books. Witchful Thinking is the first one. And of course, my latest 5-star read, my must read. It has made its way to my top 10 for the year. Yes, I'm already putting my list together. But Kiss and Spell, also by Celestine Martin. And I hope that everyone stuck with me in my first kind of like cozy girl fireside chat. Is that what this feels like? Um, and I hope to do these a little bit more often. I did one a few months ago with The Art of Scandal. Like, let's just talk about this book real quick because it was so good. And I hope to keep doing these. So if you stuck with me, please put a little stack of books down in the comments. And yeah, guys, until next time, bye.